Now, let's get this burner on. Let's do this real quick. This is just going to go over my, I can never find my little whisk anymore. Oh, there it is. This is just going to go over our little fruit salad that we made. Now I've got a handful of chopped walnuts that I've chopped up very fine. I just want to heat this up. I want to let the seasonings get warm. I got to turn this down. These little burner, or these little pots. Ah. Now with the veggies, just to let you know, I did them for 45 minutes. I did them for half an hour at 375, and then I gave them a flip, turned it down to 325, and then did another 15 minutes on that. Okay? Now while that's boiling away, let's get our nuts in there. The smell alone will make you happy if you're sad. I promise you this. Now we don't want to burn them. We want the heat to toast the nuts, the butter to coat the seasonings into the nuts. Ow. Okay, I'm turning the burner off because seriously, this little pan was not made to be on an open flame burner. Cool. See what we've got here? Candied nuts. Smells like Christmas or Hanukkah. I don't know. I don't know if you do candied nuts for Hanukkah, but. And then here's our fruit cocktail, basically. Look how nicely this has come together. Can you see? Cool. We're just going to drop the nuts over top. They're going to get mixed in, and that's totally okay. Going to give it a nice crunch and a nice fall-like flavor. And then there, that's done. We're just going to leave it, I'm going to put it in the freezer now to really thicken it. That's good to go. These veggies are good to go. I'm just going to put them in a I don't know, little container of some sort and leave them off to the side. And then we'll come back and do the mushroom Chardonnay chicken, and everything's going to be together. And it smells great in this kitchen. It makes me feel like I'm at home, and I like that feeling. Plus, I am at home. So be back shortly. And now for the main course. Okay, in this big soup pot, I've got a third a stick of butter and 2 big teaspoons of flour. Now listen, if you can't have flour, you could do this completely without it. That's totally fine. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. Gotta be careful though when you try to cook this up. I'm also going to throw in, I've got half of a white onion and about 7 cloves of real garlic, but small ones, that I minced up nicely in my food processor. Get that in there. These are really going to melt into the dish. This is a great, great recipe. My mom used to make, she was the inspiration for this one. She used to make this like cream of mushroom soup, chicken, mozzarella melt thing. So basically that's what I'm doing, just taking it to a different level. Okay, don't be alarmed by this. This is white wine. I know you're not alarmed by the white winedness of it. You're going to be alarmed at how much we're putting in here. Yeah, the whole bottle. Now, we're just going to do this. I've got 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup condensed. Plop those bad boys in there. Now, the one thing I would normally put in this dish, but I don't have today, is bacon or ham. You can even do it with turkey. It's nice to just have a combo of little pieces of meat to go with the chicken. Alright. Let's get my other one opened. And let me just kind of get it seasoned and show you what we're going to do. I'm going to try to make this as painless as possible for you, because you've already been watching for long enough, right? Make sure you have the condensed, because you're adding it to all that wine. So you gotta have a real thick soup. Okay, let me just get these things out of the way. Now, I'm just gonna whisk this together. I'm going to go ahead and add my seasonings. You want to whisk it so that the soup and the wine come together in one sort of grayish, brownish, creamish color, whatever. We're not going to go overboard with the seasoning, but you got to think. It's cream and mushroom soup. We got some onion and garlic in there, and then white wine. So we got to flavor it up, right? Okay. This is nice. I'm going to show you. It smells so delicious. I'm going to show you, though, because it is going to thicken up so much when we add our stuff. But that's how it looks once I brought the things together. Okay? Let's get on our seasoning. Really, Old Bay, I haven't used it in the early episodes because I was out of it. Now that I've got it back, I use this as like a total house seasoning. I use Old Bay in everything. It just adds a nice, I can't think of the word, but homey, slow cooked, stewed. It adds something. We're going to add half a tablespoon of that. Let's get going on the black pepper. Okay, you know what? I'm going to actually just do this kind of black pepper because we need a lot. A full tablespoon of that. Okay? So far, so good. Now, in place of the bacon, I'm going to add a bit of smoked paprika because it'll give the same sort of effect, but not even a teaspoon of that. Okay? Now we need sage because we're working with chicken, and you want to give it again that like slow cooked flavor. So I have about a tablespoon of sage here, of the powdered sage. Don't use real sage in this. Use powdered. I think. Let me just look around. I'm just looking to see if there's anything I'm forgetting, because I know I am. All right. Well, here's what we're gonna do. Hi. Sorry, I'm still here. We're gonna find the Cajun seasoning, and we're gonna add some of that. Oh yeah. Sorry. Okay. Cajun seasoning. Okay. Then just a little bit of dill. Okay. Let's get this all mixed together. Smells so nice. You could really do any combination you want with this, but those flavors together are really gonna give it a nice awesomeness. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put the lid on, bring that to a boil, let it reduce down a bit, and then we're gonna add the chicken and some Parmesan cheese, some mozzarella cheese. But let's real quick get let's get the prep ready for it. I've got my oven set to 375. Everything's basically cooked when you put it in here. Let's get our spray, okay? If you don't want to do this with bread, you absolutely do not have to. If you're watching your carbs, totally cool. But I'm going to spray the mother out of this because we're going to make like a little bed of this white bread I have that's getting kind of stale. Perfect dish for it. Okay, I'm just going to put it in pieces on the bottom here. It's going to soak up all that juice, and it's going to give you a nice, like, I don't know, a pie-ness, kind of. Let's get another 2 pieces in there. Are you thinking I'm crazy yet? You're like, we thought that forever ago. Okay. And smush it. White bread you can smush real easily. Cool. See that? So there's our base for it. I'm going to set this off to the side. I'm going to let this boil down. We're going to add the chicken. That's all I'm going to do is add some Parmesan cheese, some mozzarella cheese, and the chicken. And then just let it cook down a bit. And then we'll put it in there, bake it, and come back and see what we've got. Okay? Alright, let's move right along. All I did was add about half a cup of Parmesan cheese and a handful of mozzarella. And then the chicken, obviously. And I just boiled it down just a little bit more. Okay, so remember this lovely thing of bread we did? I'm just going to pour the contents of this. Oh, I sound so professional. Pour the contents of this. Pour slowly so the liquid comes out first. So let it kind of soak that bread. Okay, cool. Then let the chicken come. You know what I'm going to have to do, because this is just a little too big. I'm going to have to pour just a little bit of that liquid out. I know, it's a shame. You see it's still bubbling? Cool, huh? Okay, I'm going to pour just a little bit out. You need a bigger casserole dish. I guess that's the point, right? Okay. Give a quick wipe-see around the edge. Alright, now let's get to it and let's get it in there. Now comes the time for the real mozzarella. Just really liberally coat the top of this. I love cheese. Cool? The rest of it in there. Alright. Yep. And then just for fun, we're going to add crumbles of blue cheese, gorgonzola cheese on top. Not too much. It's about half a package, just crumbly. Okay? And we're going to put it on this thingy. And we're going to pop it in the oven. It's at 350. I'm going to bake it for about 20 minutes. And then we'll be good to go. Oh, well, there was a reason I was popping it on this thing, right? Let's get it in there. Cool. Let's get it out. It's going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous meal. All right. Come back in just a minute for the finished product. Okay, I think I've got about 4 minutes to get the beauty to you. All right. Look at how nice this turned out. Isn't that gorgeous? The blue cheese browned on top, little pieces of bread floated up, some chicken. I'm just going to get a portion here. Let me set you down real quick. Just going to get a portion of it, some bread, some cheese, some chicken, a little bit of blue cheese on top. Not a big portion. Okay, and here's what we've got going on. Look at this. Let's look at our fruit cocktail right here. The nuts have gotten all yummies. Look at our awesome roasted veggies. And then we've got this amazing mushroom Chardonnay chicken. Cool. Let's take a bite of the veggies. And I've already eaten like half the thing. They're so delicious. Honestly, just out of this world. Why don't you come join me at the table? Much more fun. So, amazing, the veggies, you know? Just really simple, you can do them with anything. Let's taste this fruit cocktail, I'm excited. I got a cherry, a strawberry, a pineapple, raisin, a little bit of nut, peppercini. Very tropical. You got earthy enough to just bring you home. And the flavors from the nuts really make this a nice fall dish. And now the chicken. You got the bread, the chicken, the cheese, the sauce. I'm going to take a gigantic bite. Please don't judge me. Look at that. It's so hot. One of my absolute favorite dishes to make. Always just makes me feel like, you know what, things are going to be okay in the world. That and Avril and everything I've got going on, pretty happy to be me today. Anyway, this has been Bailey's Choice. I've made my real homey choices. You go out and make yours. Try to make smart ones. And call me if you get lost.